Hello and welcome to WWSF. Today is a very exciting episode because it's our Halloween special. So we would recommend you get ready for some spooky times with Vader and Rex. Don't forget to turn off all mobile devices and enjoy the show! Hello and welcome to WWSF. I'm your host, Sith Lord Darth Vader.
And I'm your other host, Captain Rex with the 501st. Or you might know me by my other name, CT7567.
But if you don't watch much Star Wars and you don't recognize us from there, you might recognize us from some of the infomercials that Rex and I do together.
So before we start the Halloween fun, we want to show you one of these infomercials.
So, here it is. Are you sick and tired of having to remember which side of the knife is sharp? Let's face it, we all get confused by knives sometimes. They're very complex and confusing tools. There's gotta be a better way! There is, Vader! Introducing to you the Veggie Saber. This state-of-the-art kitchen tool is perfect for all your food preparation needs. It not only cuts the food, but it cooks it while it cuts. But remember, this tool is only for kitchen use. So no killing not just the men, but the women and the children too, Vader. Oh man, well at least it's a smart and affordable product that you should all buy.
Wow, that's definitely a product I would buy. Now that you're more familiar with us, let's begin the Halloween special.
To start off the October fun, we wanted to remind you of some simpler times. I'm sure a lot of you remember those old kindergarten haunted houses where you'd put your hand inside a mysterious box and you'd try to guess what was inside based on the feel. There'd be like a bowl of grapes that were zombie eyes.
Well, today we're doing the game show version of that.
And here it is. Hello, and welcome to What's in the Tank. Today, Davis will be reaching into this tank right here 5 times. And if he guesses what 3 out of 5 of the items are on the first try, meaning on the first guess, he gets a special prize. This limited edition, you definitely can't buy this at Target, Baby Yoda eraser worth about $3 trillion on the market. Are you ready, Davis?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Alright, Davis, why don't you go ahead and put your hand inside the box?
Oh no.
There you go.
Is it Shrek?
It is Shrek.
It's Shrek.
That's 1.
Yeah.
Alright, Davis, put your hand into the box.
Oh, it's alive. I don't know how I feel about that. Wait, is it? There's many of them. Is it a cricket?
They are crickets. Go ahead and take your blindfold off. Take a look.
They're thick boys.
Alright, Davis, put your hand in the box.
Oh, I know what this is.
What is it?
Pumpkin guts?
It is pumpkin guts.
That's strange.
Super Mario in real life. Spaghetti!
And Davis, now that you've completed 3 out of 5 and you've got all of them right so far, you are already winning the prize. But now it's just for fun. Well, mostly fun for me. Alright, go ahead and put your hand in.
I want to say spaghetti.
Fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, you're correct. It's very cold spaghetti.
Guess who?
It's you.
It's me. Goodbye. Don't use timber. Use me.
For your final item, why don't you go ahead and put your hand in?
Is this slime?
Final guess?
Yeah.
No, it's not slime. It was Old Spice shampoo.
Oh, God.
And now your hand's gonna smell good. And that's just about it, folks. Davis, here's your eraser.
Good lord.
Grab it with your other hand. We will have him sanitize his hands right after this because he touched bugs. Looks really gross. And thank you for watching. Well, I certainly hope he remembers to wash his hands after touching all that amazing stuff.
Next, our school's very own Davis Hacker has been working on becoming TikTok famous. So we wanted to help him out by showing all of you one of his TikToks.
So without further ado, here is Davis Porch.
It's M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B.
Well, I'm sure all the simps out there are already lining up around the corner.
Now getting back to the Halloween theme, we wanted to help those who can't think of a costume this year.
So we put together a list of 2020 costumes.
And here it is. First off, we got Davis Hacker sporting the lovely costume Murder Hornet Victim. This is sure to show people that you happen to own a bee suit. Next is Josephine Kaler showing the Among Us costume. This is sure to show that you're hip with the kids. Next is my personal favorite, Australian Bushfire.
Well, personally, I'm going to go with the Murder Hornets.
Now for our last segment of the night, we have Davis's Science Corner, where he's going to talk about some of the cool new developments in the world of science and some science that you might not know.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Davis and this is Davis's Science Corner. Today I'm going to talk about bees and Star Wars. Let's start off with bees. I've been a beekeeper since middle of 201 year. I did it as an interest project and now I have 2 hives. I captured a wild bee hive and had that hive and then I bought a hive. I started beekeeping because I got interested in how bees make honey and the science between taking pollen and turning it into a liquid sugar. And then down that rabbit hole I got interested in bee anatomy. And soon enough I was talking to my mom about doing bees. And then it happened. Bee stuff, bee suit, bee frame. Hives use artificial frames. Most American hives use plastic frames to help bees start off with their wax. They're fully capable of making open wax frames. Without this, it's just much easier for them to have a foundation. Bee brush, so you don't squish your tiny little friends. And then, yeah, I have a smoker, which is used to make them docile when messing with the hive. Otherwise, they get aggressive and they sting you. And I have learned from experience on how painful that can be because they release a pheromone once you're stung that basically tells other bees, sting that. Yeah. It's not fun. It happens and it's not fun, and the smoker helps negate that because it activates a natural response they have to forest fires that basically says, hey, there's a fire near us, you should get the food and leave the hive. So they gorge on honey and sink to the bottom of the hive where they're not a threat to me, and then I'm safely able to remove comb or honey or whatever it is I'm doing. Now let's talk about Star Wars. So recently, last week, Hacksmith Industries produced something pretty amazing. They produced the world's first actual lightsaber, and it works through Laminar's flow, and I'm sure you've seen examples of that. It's when you have the balloon and the water looks like it's not moving. Basically, the liquid is rushing, but it's rushing through some physics ability that basically, through our eyes, it's not moving. And through that, they combined, they used liquid propane and oxygen and got that same effect and had it sparked. And they figured out they could get the same effect with those 2 components and got a lightsaber.
Here at WWSF, we always like to make sure we're getting the full story. So without Davis's knowing, we interviewed some of his neighbors, and the results we got back were quite disturbing. It would seem the Hacker household isn't what it seems. So, my name's Brayden. I live down the street from Davis. I see him picking up trash. Like, he's the little guy, right? Okay, cool. So I like to just go chuck my trash out into the street, so he has to go pick it up. You guys got food? Sup, my name's Chad. I've been living next door to Davis since I was actually a little kid. We were really good childhood friends. But around the time that he started getting B's, he became obsessed with teaching him math homework. So whenever they wouldn't do his homework for him, He would eat his bees. He'd just shove them in his mouth. I couldn't be friends with him anymore at that point. Hi, I'm a dad who lives a couple houses down from Davis, and my children are out playing in the yard and the driveway. Davis was walking by picking up trash, and one of my kids accidentally throws a ball near him, and it goes into the street. And Davis yells, "Stop littering!" Goes into his bag, pulls out a jar of bees, and chucks it at my kids. It was terrifying.
So, my name's Sheldon, and I live several blocks down from Davis. And those wild bees he says he caught, he stole from me. I called the police several times, but I think he's bribing them because they refuse to act. I think there's a whole big conspiracy around this. Davis Hacker is not a good guy.
We at WWSF would like to assure our viewers that we won't let up until we find out the full story of Davis Hacker weaponizing and maybe even enslaving his bees.
Now, before we wrap up the show, we want to give you some TCS announcements.
The Drama Club is excited to announce the auditions for the play You Can't Take It With You. To audition, all you have to do is fill out a Google Doc and attach a video of you performing the opening monologue of the play. This play tells the story of two polar opposite families, the eccentric Vanderhoffs and the frigid Kirbys, sharing a very exciting evening celebrating the engagement of their children. Audition videos are due by Friday, and callbacks will be done over Google Meets next Monday and Wednesday.
The show that won this year's musical is Peter Pan, which will be performed later in the school year.
If you would like us to mention or announce something on the show, please DM us on our Instagram. And that's just about it, folks. See you next time, TCS. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you next time.